Hello everybody, welcome back to our EU4 playthrough as England. Last time I just finished up with my conquest of Ireland and we saved ourselves a little bit of a treat here with the lovely little Conquer Ireland mission. So we're just going to complete that. It's going to give us 75 admin power and give a local goods produced modifier to all of Ireland, which is really nice. And it unlocks the Crown of Ireland Parliament issue, which is actually somewhat new to the game, so I'm not sure if everyone will have seen that yet. So I'm very excited to show that off. And we're just going to immediately click that decision. And let's go and try and resolve it. So, as soon as we resolve this debate, every owned province of Ireland will gain a base production, and it will trigger an event which will allow us to create the Kingdom of Ireland under a personal union. And for the next 10 years, there's less national unrest and a stability cost modifier, which is really nice. So, let's take a look and see what we want to do. 2 mercantilism, no thank you. I'd prefer to keep my army tradition. I can lose 2 military power, give away a little bit of autonomy in Oxford. That's just going to tick right back down. I would like to keep my Grand Captain. Yep, the clergy can gain a little bit of influence. We can give them 4 diplomatic power. What are we at? 75% chance. I think we might have to give up on our army tradition a little bit here. Get past. There it goes. So, let's take a look at this event. Henry II of England received the Lord of Ireland from the Papal Bull in 1155. England has a monarchical claim on Ireland ever since. As time went on, Ireland has become a part of England. Well, our title as Lord of this island has become uncertain due to the English-Papal relations. The Parliament as well as the King are discussing the titular matters of our claim. Establishing the Kingdom of Ireland would certainly boost James I's prestige. The question remains if Ireland should be ruled as a personal union. So, we can say Ireland should remain under our direct rule, and we gain some admin power, some military power, and all of the provinces get less unrest, less local development costs, and less monthly autonomy. Or we can make Ireland into a personal union. We'll gain some diplomatic power instead of the military power. Both will give us the admin power though. And Ireland will be released as a subject nation under a personal union with England. And we get the Crown of Ireland until the end of the game, which gives us yearly prestige, an extra diplomatic relation, and unjustified demand, so it's cheaper to take those random provinces in wars. And as nice as that sounds, I do think that Ireland should remain under our direct rule. Well, there we go. That will hopefully have dealt with. Yeah, a lot of the unrest there in Ireland should start going down now. Some of the newer places will be a little bit more difficult, but you guys are heading up to Scotland. Good. So I'm actually going to send these guys up to Scotland and these guys over to Ireland, since the Irish revolts are going to be a lot easier to deal with now. Support independence from Sweden. They're allied with the Teutons, East Frisia, so no one really. And Muscovy is also on their side. I think we will accept that for now. We do have some interest in some Norwegian provinces, so we might end up going to war with Denmark over that later. And Sweden will be a very valuable ally if they can break free first. And yep, there's Denmark rivaling us back. There we go. Perth and Argyll are now cores. Very nice. Perth and Argyll up there. We are not at war currently. I'm going to mothball our forts for a little bit of extra cash. Also, I would love to start pushing up a little bit in our admin tech. Yeah. It is generally kind of peaceful now, though. That's nice. We do have that truce with Scotland until 67. Who are all of your allies? Brittany, France, and Volgas. Yeah. Might be able to actually subjugate Brittany at some point. I'll have to look into that. But first we are, gonna want to conquer the rest of Scotland, so. I'm gonna decline that. All declining that does is hurt relations by -10, and it goes up by 6.1 yearly, so you can afford to do that quite often. How is the mainland alliances going? So we need to just quickly take a look at this, because steel definitely has the development. Portugal's one of them. The question is, how much development does Austria have? I'm presuming not quite enough, but as soon as they get Hungary, they will be, which they should get next year. Lovely. Oh, we got our first government reform of the game. So we got a lot of choices here. Do we want the national manpower modifier, national tax modifier, fort maintenance modifier, stability cost and yearly legitimacy, cavalry cost and yearly army tradition, or reform progress growth, parliament effect duration, and the nobility nobility loyalty equilibrium. I promise I can speak English sometimes. I think we are just going to strengthen the House of Lords. It kind of fits with the whole British vibe. Oof, I would love to make a state over there, but yeah, we'll pick up the free mercantilism there. Well, free 25 diplomatic power, but that's not that big of a cost. This does seem like it's going to be a little bit more of a chill episode, at least for the next 11 years. Not sure if that will fit into... Oh, Austria broke their alliance with Hungary. That's interesting. Got a lot of cores coming through right now. We'll take the prestige hit. Oh, tech. First admin tech of the game. That's unfortunate that it took that long. Which reminds me, we do need to be taking a look at the spreading of this institution here. Just put that to the side. It's currently at 26% in London and around 3 to 5% everywhere else. Almost 6% there in Lothian. So, risk of trade. Do we want to gain... So, this is just burghers' loyalty and a mercantilism, but we lose 180 ducats, or gains, or they lose some loyalty. They are currently at 51, which makes me wonder, yeah, we can seize some land right now. Very nice, and I think we will compensate the traders. Just boost that back up a little bit. And why not summon a Diet while we're here? Diet. Stability at 3. That's going to cost a lot of admin power. Let our manpower regen. I think we're actually just going to let our manpower regen. It'll be nice to just sit there for a little while. I mean, we are down by 14,000, and we need an extra 15,000 on top of that. So we need around 30,000 manpower, and we're getting 600 a month. So shouldn't take too long. We are still the number 2 great power, just beating out the Ottomans. Though there is a really close battle here between 3rd and 5th, really. It's all very close there. France is doing a lot weaker than they usually are, because they don't have all of our holdings mainland, just Maine, which we will come back for. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not currently building any of the things we can build, like a nice church here in London that will give us an extra 2.29 ducats a month, is I am saving up for our institution, because that's going to come through eventually, and then we're going to have to pay a lot of money to accept that, because we want that as fast as possible. Or is it next year? I think it's actually next year when the Hungarians. Oh, that's interesting. Moldavia is a vassal of Hungary. Usually they go off to Poland. Are we ahead of time on? No, we're not. So the Renaissance. How's France doing on their tech? They have tech 5, and they went with innovative. That's good. You don't have any ideas yet. Lack of demand for draperies. That's unfortunate. Yep, a little bit of a quieter episode here, but that's fine. Guess we can talk about some plans for the future. I think that we are... Oh, there goes our royal marriage with Castile. I suppose we should get that back. Our plan is in probably 67 or 68. We're going to declare war on Scotland here, which is going to bring in the Isle... Oh, there's all of our cores. Which is going to bring in the Isles and Brittany and Wolgast, and then France. France is the big problem there. We can of course bring in, you know, Austria. We can try and convince maybe Castile and well, definitely not Portugal, but Castile might be able to get in here. It'll cost us though, and then we'll annex the rest of Scotland and hopefully take a couple things back from France. It would be... Actually, France is allied with Scotland. We'd also, yeah, if we co-militarized France, we'd be bringing in Savoy and, was it Genoa? So that's an extra 23,000 troops we don't want to have to deal with. Oh, and it appears that, yeah, the former consort now rules in, there's a regency down here in Castile. That's unfortunate. Sorry, Portugal, we're gonna hang on to those for now. Trade dispute against Burgundy. I would also actually really like to go to war with Burgundy at some point and just at least pick up Picardy, because it's nice to have that nice connection around the northern part of the, or southern part of the English Channel. And ideally you get all of Brittany then. Oh. Dubious spending practices. We could... Contine. We can turn a blind eye and we'll lose some unrest, get some production efficiency and some base production, but gain 2 corruption. Or we can just arrest him and we lose our... I think we'll turn a blind eye here. We can deal with a little bit of corruption for a while. Turn it up to where we're making, half a ducat a month for now. We'll try and burn it down as fast as possible. Iron ore problems. Yep, we have enough men for now anyway. This is to get up to 23,000 before we'll start reinforcing down there. I am going to quickly throw these guys onto rebel stomping, and these guys onto rebel stomping as well. And that should hopefully deal with all of our rebels. Yeah, the Gaelic separatists are going down. And yeah, no more. Oh, we are losing money. We don't want that. We'll back off a little bit there. 0.45 every year. House of York is shaken. We'll lose the prestige at this point. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with how low our legitimacy is. Come on, we all know that King James I of York is a very legitimate ruler. Very much so. Oh, that's funny. We got a navigator as both our current ruler and heir. An Italian engineer. That's a lot of ducats. I think we'll just take the prestige hit. How goes the spread of the Renaissance? Oh. 31% over in Calais. And 34 in London. France just allied with the Knights. Muscovy and Denmark are no longer rivals. What does that mean? Oh? Sweden was just let free. Wow. I think we are going to pick up the alliance there then. It's very nice. That's interesting that they got let free without having to fight a war over it. Are some rebels over there in Norway, though. I wonder exactly what happened there. Yeah, France is picking up a couple of allies. It's unfortunate. I prefer my Frenchmen very much diplomatically isolated. That is something we have to remember. If we can pull the Castilians into a war, they also bring the Aragonese. Yeah. Oh, and we're losing money again. Fun. Back off our rooting of corruption to about there. Now only going down by 40 a year, but we've got about a quarter of it gone. There's our royal marriage with Sweden, which we will do. The states, yep, just waiting on the manpower. We are only missing 4,000 more. Yeah, these guys only have to get to 11,000, and they're just a couple guys below their max. They're at their max, so yeah. Oh, we're only getting 300 every month now. It's unfortunate. Wonder why we're getting so many before. Nobility's equilibrium is 81. Wow. I might want to revoke the right of council then, or it is giving us a 20% manpower recovery speed right now, so I'm going to hang on to that. Yeah. Oh, and we're losing money again. Back off the rooting of corruption a little bit more. Once it gets below 1, I'll, you know, give it a little bit of a break. We do have the Tower of London here. I always forget about that. I'm gonna pull back from currying favors. They're in Austria. Oh, there's the Shadow Kingdom. Hungary is still free. That's interesting. Oh, they got rid of that heir. The heir died, which means that there's not going to be a personal union there. That's unfortunate. Unless Austria completed the mission that gives it to them. Yep. They did. Oh, there it is. They have that because they broke off from the personal union. I'm guessing that's how it gets it from the mission, but that's interesting. Who are you allied with? Ragusa and Glasgow? Or Glasgow? What happened to your subjects, Bohemia? Oh, Bohemia lost a war to Poland. That's not good. Standard, yeah, we'll pick that up early. It's always good to stay ahead on military tech. And pick up our longbowmen, because we are the English. We gotta have our longbows. Wow. King of Sweden's already dead. That's fun. Guess we'll just have to quickly get that back. Some new consort for us. Just stockpiling a little bit of manpower now. That's nice. Preparing for war with the Scots and the French, more importantly. Because the Scots have 3,000 men. Oh, perfect. Scotland got the event that just gives them these islands for some money. So now, I can take those islands right off them. Beautiful. Unfortunately, John Talbot just died. Was an amazing warrior, or general. But I suppose our heir will have to do for now. How close are we to that second admin tech? 639 is what we need. 42% there, 58 there. Is there a... There's a... yeah. There's a cardinal in both. Oh, we don't have the cardinal spread institution right now. That's interesting. I'm gonna quickly do something with my other diplomat. Gonna build a spy network out here in Denmark. Just in case I want to go after these islands. Oh, I can't. Yeah, well, I'll build it just for now. See what I can do to mess around over there. Oh, Sweden. Yep, Sweden's starting to wrap around the Baltics. It's interesting. When can I seize land again? 61. Oh, almost there. August 30th. Wow, timed almost perfectly. Almost time. Instead I just, get to sit here and start the button. There it is. Oh. Immoral prices. We'll seize some land first. Ooh, that brings us up to 43. Once again, burgers having problems. We'll spend 55 ducats to get that back. And now that we have ourselves 43%, we're going to grab primacy of the nobility and lose 10% of that crownland, but gain an extra mill power a month. And we can pick up our basic financial instruments in Dip Tech 5. I cannot speak to you today, guys. Sorry, it's a long day at work, but we will push through. Episode's almost done, but hopefully we can get something interesting happening. I kind of feel bad for how boring this episode is going to be to watch, but I mean, that's part of the deal when you play EU4. Sometimes it's action as you conquer all of Ireland, and sometimes it's just preparation for your next big war. But here we can go ahead and get our Admin Tech 5 and our first set of ideas, which I don't think we've actually looked at the English ideas yet, so we'll just quickly do that. Our traditions give us a national unrest -1 and infantry combat ability. We then get heavy ship combat ability and yearly naval tradition, production efficiency, a diplomatic relations, some trade efficiency, land fire damage, and marines force limit, sailor recovery speed and sailor maintenance, years of separatism, and number of possible parliament issues. And then once we have everything, we get morale of navies, which is all really good. I think we're just gonna actually go right into exploration ideas and prepare for the new world, because that is a big part of our mission tree. If I can find where. A house divided, yep. Where is all of... Why am I struggling to... Oh, yeah. It's because I don't think... Yeah, down here. There we go. Fund the Royal Navy. Complete. So we need to end the French conflict before we get to any of our colonization ones. Which... either we need to lose our land to France, or we need to gain 13 more provinces down there. And just thinking, Brittany would be a really good way to do that. We just don't have the slot for it right now. And I don't want to give up that extra diplomatic power a month, because now we're going to be pushing through to get it. It is getting closer and closer to being able to vassalize, though. Yeah. Oh. Henry Tudor just died. That is unfortunate. I guess the House of York will be staying a little bit longer. Actually, we're gonna roll for general here and hope for something better. Yeah, I'll take that. A 2-2-3. Wish he had a siege pip or two, but can't complain. Just waiting to get up to 15,000 manpower and complete our mission for the nobility. Social reform, so we can gain a base production in London and lose a little bit of legitimacy, or lose some... Yeah, we'll take the base production. 43 with no air. That's, worrisome. Not quite sure what's gonna happen upon our monarch's death right now. Suppose we could just check. On monarch death, a noble. Okay, so no personal union at least. Scarborough. That is over here. They're currently sitting at -14 unrest. Yeah, I'll let that happen. It's unfortunate, but we do need our money for the institution, which should hopefully be coming soon. Golden era for culture. Lovely. Yeah. So, interestingly, spreading a lot faster over here in Calais. Nearby province has the Renaissance. Alright, well, as soon as it's in Calais, I'll start spreading over to Kent, Sussex, Koch, Caen, Contine. That's nice. We need the manpower, though. It is the better option, though. That hurt. That's going to delay our mission by a little while, but hopefully that's okay. We still have 5 years until our truce with Scotland is up. Last jousting tournament. Man, I love this event. Let the Knights of England ride. Forward to glory. Morale of armies. Yearly army tradition and yearly prestige. It's an expensive event, but honestly, I love it. Like, I love it. And I found our spy network. Can we even do anything with it? No, we cannot. Well, that was fun. I want to do something over here in Brittany, but I can't without... we'll actually just quickly set to work on getting our claims over here in Burgundy. That's something we can do to be helpful. You know, during these long periods of waiting. Oh, again. In Hampshire, I'm sure it'll be fine in Hampshire. Aw, man, we just lost our 3-star general. Yeah, they're still fine. But that sucks. Gonna have to roll a new one and hope. 034. He's decent. I mean, could be a lot better. At this point in the game, shock is all that really matters, and 3 pips and that's pretty good. I do miss my fire damage. Alright, Austria, you gotta get some development here, man. Oh, there goes our master of mint. Let's see, new stability cost modifier. Yep. Oh, our corruption is all gone. That's lovely. 12 ducats a... We're making 12 ducats a month, boys. That's a pretty good if I do say so myself. I'm worried about where our power projection is ending up, though, because if we lose too much, then we're not going to get the extra power. So, 'tis unfortunate. We'll have to make sure that we take some land from rivals soon, being France. It is just about time to put a cut in here, so I think as soon as we complete our mission with 15,000 manpower, I'm going to call that good and put in a cut. And next time, hopefully, we'll be close enough to get into that war with Scotland and France, and which I should check. Can we get Castile in on that now? Austria will come in, Castile will come in. Sweden would come in if we promised them land. Because Scotland just allied Denmark. Oh boy. I think the Austrians should help take care of that. Yeah, we outnumber them heavily here. I think they'll still be fine. I'm not going to call in the Swedes. Yeah, we'd have so many men if we did call in the Swedes. No, I think we're just going to stick with what we have. Though I am slightly annoyed that we're going to have to be facing the Danish Navy. Oh, that's interesting. Bohemia is the Holy Roman Emperor. That means that they're going to start disbanding all their troops, which is not what we want. That is actually incredibly unfortunate. That timing really sucks. How's Renaissance coming down here in Calais? Mouse is active a bit. Should be present pretty soon here. Yeah. I expect in just a couple of months, not in 65. Yeah, I don't know what the little tooltip here is saying. Oh, the art of war. So we can gain 100 military power, and a ton of other people gain military tradition, or we can keep his method to ourselves and only gain 25. I think I am just gonna gain the 100 and risk all of our enemies gaining some tradition. What's the worst that could happen? Heh. That's gonna come back and bite us in the butt. Come on. There it is. Renaissance has appeared in Calais. Calais. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna need to get into London before it's actually useful, but it should start spreading in all of these areas very quickly now. Just about got the 15,000 manpower that I'm waiting for to put the cut in. So, guess you guys get a little bit of overtime since I keep pausing to look at stuff. You guys are lucky. Oh, another cardinal in France. Man, France gets a lot of cardinals. We're still just sitting with our... Oh, we got 4. That's not too bad. Come on. We're at 15,000, but what, 1, maybe 2 more months till the mission? There it is. And personal union upon monarch death. Lovely. Better hope we get an heir. Alright, building up our reserves. Perfect. I mean, we are making a 12 ducats a month. If we wanted, we could chuck in this, half-price level 3 guy. We don't need that much military power right now. And yet, that is where I'm gonna put a cut in, guys. We have 2, almost 3 years left until our truce, but I hope that we will get into that next episode. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. It's the first time I'm ever gonna ask for this, but please like and subscribe. It really means a lot. This is my dream, and hopefully I can make something come of it. Alright, thank you guys. See you next time.